Welcome back, guys. So today is all about columns. We're talking about how to insert, how to delete, and how to hide. It's a very handy tool when you're showing specific parts of data to a client or to your stakeholder. So I'm going to go ahead and get rid of myself. Without further ado, let's get into it. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take a look at our data set. Remember, we always want to get familiar, and as we can figure out, we're looking at a bunch of orders, and right there it also shows orders. So what let's do first is let's practice deleting. So let's select these two columns, let's press delete, and the data is gone, but the rows are still here. So let's undo that. Let's select these two rows. Let's right click and go to delete. Now watch what happens. All right, shift up. There we go. Okay, and what happens is not only did it remove those two rows, it shifted the entire data set up. So it kind of cleans up after you, so to speak. So what let's do now is undo that. And it's also possible for us to do multiple rows. So let's do row 5, 9. We got to hit control, by the way. So let's do row 5, 9, and 15. And let's right click and let's hit delete. And it's going to shift those up. All right, it took care of those and it moved them up. Let's undo that again. And so what we're going to do now is take a look at columns. So it's the same concept here. Right click, hit delete. The column is gone and it shifts everything to the left. Let's undo that. And here. So next, now that we've talked about deleting, let's talk about inserting. So for example, you need to update this sheet and there was some values missing, so you need to insert a new row. Go ahead and click on a row. You're going to put insert and it'll put one right above. Now, let's say you need 5 new rows. So let's go this far. So we're going to go from here. Sorry, we'll start here and to here. And now let's insert. Okay, they gave us 4 new rows. Well, plus this, that'd be 5. So let's go ahead and undo that. And it is the same thing with columns. So select that column, hit insert, and it's going to give you one to the left. All right, so same idea. Let's say we need 2 new rows. So let's select, well, that's 3. Let's select 2, hit insert, and they give us 2 new rows. Let's undo that. So what let's do now is let's have ourselves a real world example. So let's say we want to put in here the average cost, but it's not part of our data set. So what let's do is let's go after address, select our column, insert a new column, and let's label it average, sorry about my spelling, average cost. So what we're going to do, if you've been following along, you know the formula. So we'll have equals. We'll go to our total cost, come back on over. Let's divide that, so our forward slash. Let's go to quantity. Go up a little more. There we go, order quantity. Okay, let's come back and let's press enter. Now, my favorite tool of all, if you know anything about me, is that fill handle. Go ahead and double click. So here we go, we've inserted data into our data set. The last one that we're going to go over today is how we hide columns. Now, this is useful for when you're trying to show specific data to a client or to your stakeholders. Oftentimes, they do not want to see the entire data set. Even though we're proud of our work and we want to show it off, they're just not interested for a good reason. They're busy people too. So what we're going to do is we're going to select all the columns that aren't necessary here. Our client just wants to see the average cost. So select those columns, right click and hide. So here we go. We can show our customers the address and the average cost, and we can calculate a total if we need to. So this is not deleted. It is hidden. If you look closely here, you'll see this divider. So what you are going to do is select the columns that are kind of sandwiching where it's hidden. Right click and go unhide. So you guys, this is a very useful tool. You don't need to delete the data. You don't need to move the data. You can just hide it, show it to your client and bring it back. So you have your completely unaltered data set. So you guys, that is all for today. Thank you so much for being here. And you guys, I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.